Cheteshwar Pujara will be playing his 50th test in Colombo. Here he is taking the questions now. Please go ahead.
Cheteshwar, thoughts ahead of the 50th test? You think, the way you're playing, getting into the 50th test, should be, at this form, this situation?
I think just to start off with, it has been a wonderful journey so far. Being in playing the 50th Test match for the country, it'll be a proud moment for me. When I started playing cricket, I thought that Test cricket is something which I always wanted to play, and when I have an opportunity to represent the country for the 50th Test match, so it'll be a proud moment. And the way things have shaped up so far, the career has been really good. There have been ups and downs, but looking at the recent form, I'll be looking forward to play in the 50th Test match and score some runs for the team.
There was a phase when you were injured and out of the team. How difficult it was to cope with that?
That was one of the most challenging time of my career, where I was out for 6 months with the first knee injury, and then again in 2011 I got injured. So it took 6 months again. So overall I haven't been able to play cricket for a year. And which was really tough for me. The reason was once you get injured, you need to start scoring runs again. You need to get that rhythm again. Your concentration goes down. So injury was the toughest part of my career. But now I've come out of it, and I'm working really hard on my fitness so that I don't catch any injuries anymore. You can't guarantee anything, but as long as you work hard on your fitness, the chances of getting injured are less.
It's been an emotional journey as well. Can you pick up a couple of moments that actually made you the cricketer you are?
I think to start off with, the first time I represented the Indian team at the junior level, which was under 19, I played my first game against England at Vizag, in which I got a double 100. After that, I was selected for the under 19 Indian team, for the World Cup. Which was in Sri Lanka in 2006, where everything began. I started performing well. I was the man of the series, and that is when I felt that I have the talent. If I can do it at the under 19 level, I can definitely go in and play for the Indian team. So everything began there, and after that I was part of the first class team, and I scored some runs. Then I got into the team. 2010 I think was the most crucial year for me when I made my debut, and the first test match I still remember because I wanted to play with some legends like Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid, Saurav Ganguly, Virendra Sehwag. All of them, many of them were part of the Indian team, and to share the dressing room with them, I still remember those moments. So those are the time and those are the moments which has stood apart. And apart from that, when we talk about the test series, I think the recent test series against Australia was the toughest, and that victory was one of the best test series I've been part of.
Last time when India went to West Indies, the test tour, that was the phase when you sort of made another comeback to your team, and after that you have not dropped out of the side. So can you talk about what happened in West Indies and what kind of change happened during that series that which changed things for you? Because before that in Australia you were not part of the team, and then what happened during that phase?
I think there was a time where I was getting out in 50s and 60s. Overall, I was batting well. Even in West Indies, I got a 50. Then in one of the innings, I was run out for around 40. So there was a phase where I was getting a good start, but I wasn't able to convert my good start into a big one. So I thought about it. I worked hard on my game, going into the practice. Just did what I knew, and there wasn't anything wrong with my technique, because after that I spoke to Rahul Bhai, who told me that you just should continue the way you have been playing. So I just trusted my game, worked hard on it, and I was just one innings away, where when I got 100 in Sri Lanka in 2015, then everything changed. And after that, I think even in domestic cricket, I have scored some runs. When you start playing domestic cricket and start scoring big runs, you gain a lot of confidence, and you know that what are the changes which are required in your game, and if you have made some changes in your game, then you can try and implement those things in the domestic cricket. So I think playing domestic cricket did help me.
What kind of support did you get during this phase from the captain and the then coach? What kind of support did they?
Yeah, see, when you are playing for the Indian team, everyone wants you to perform, and everyone did support me. There was a time where, as I said, I didn't score many runs, but everyone was confident enough that I'll make a comeback because when I played my comeback test, many players, when I scored runs, they came and told me that we knew that you will score these runs. So I was really happy to hear that, and overall, we have a very nice environment where we try and support each other, especially the way the team has been playing in last 1.5 years. It has been a really good journey because we enjoy our cricket. We try and support each other, and we would like to move forward and just try and dominate Test cricket for a longer period of time.
You spoke about your debut test and the legends in the dressing room. What did you learn from them that helped you along in the journey? Where from being a young guy who came into the team, you're one of the batting stalwarts now. You've stepped into the role that those people had. So, what is it that you learned by just observing?
I think one thing is they always worked hard on their game. Although many of them did score more than 10,000 runs when I was part of the team. But the way they were still working hard on their game, they were always trying to improve their game. I think they were all grounded. They were always trying to support young players. Whenever I wanted some guidance from them, they were always there to help me, and not just me, but even other players. So I think their work ethics, their determination, and the proud for representing the country, I think it was always there. So I've learned many things, and it's very difficult to describe things in few words, but they were always there to support me.
What are the targets that you have set for yourself now? Average of 52 going into your 49th test. But what are the targets, individual milestones that you've set for yourself?
Well, actually, I don't think too far ahead. I would just like to take one test match at a time, and one innings at a time. So when I'm moving into my 50th test match, I don't think I should be very emotional about it. The reason is I have a responsibility to play with, and I would just take it as another test match, and we would like to win that test match. But I think I don't know. Going ahead, I don't have any goals as of now. I just want to keep performing the way I've been and just keep improving as a cricketer.
Just a different angle to that particular question. You said that you wanted to maintain your fitness going ahead. In terms of your batting approach or something that you look back and always 50 tests and say, okay, in the future, this is something I want to improve. Anything regarding to your batting approach?
Well, recently I've been batting well, and one thing which I have changed is my intent, and I would also like to add few more shots in my batting going ahead. And I've already started working on it. I think playing different formats of this game is something which I would like to do. And the way I'm batting now, I'm very confident that I can add few more shots in my game, and which will help me play different formats of this game.
Is your father still your worst and the best critic?
Yes, he has been. I think I would like to thank him that I've reached at this stage. He's the one who has been coaching me since I was 8 years old. At times he's been very critical about my batting, but now we have come to an understanding where we always speak and then we come to a conclusion, and he is not very strict anymore. Well, I always grew up watching Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid, and Saurav Ganguly. Those were my favorite batsmen. And I first met Rahul Bhai in 2007 when India was playing in Rajkot. I had a chat with him, and I think he was the Indian team's captain at that time. After that, I think I've met him at the NCA on a couple of occasions, and in 2010 I made my debut. So I've had many interaction with him, and he's someone who has supported me a lot when it comes to cricket. When it comes to technique and experience, I think he's one of the best person around. As a mentor, I think it's not just about technique. What he tells me is that there are different aspects of this game which you need to understand, and with his experience and with his guidance, I've learned a lot.
You have to maintain your rhythm as a batsman because you play tests and then there's a break from 50 overs to
and ODIs. So the highest level, how do you maintain the rhythm and consistency?
I think one thing is you always need to work hard. You always need to keep practicing. I played some county games. You always need to play some first-class cricket so that you are in touch with the game and you are scoring some runs. As long as you are scoring some runs, whether it's club cricket or first-class cricket, you will always gain some confidence. So personally, I think playing as many matches as possible and keep practicing.
Cheteshwar, when you last went one whole year of away tours, you had just played a little and others were just starting out. But now you have got 50, Ashwin will be 50, Virat will be 50, Ajinkya will be there. So what kind of difference does that make to your confidence when you will start the overseas tours at the start of next year?
It'll make a big difference because as a team you want players who are experienced enough. When we first toured to New Zealand, England and even South Africa, I mean we were a young team, we didn't know what to expect from the opposition, and sometimes we also didn't know what were our strength on such conditions. But now when we go back there again, we will have our clear game plan. Our bowlers will know where to bowl, which areas to bowl, and even as a batting unit, I think we'll be very confident and will be very clear with our game plan. So I think having that experience of playing more test matches will help us.